There we go. Wow. A minute late. Something happened. It was really weird because I was on the streamer thing and it didn't have the. Because usually, if you set up something, it'll have like that. The stream right there, and you hit enter studio, then enter studio, what have you. 'Cause I wanted to watch a video before doing this, and it wasn't there. And I said, well, maybe I didn't add it. You know what I mean? Because you have everything set, but then you'll forget to hit publish or whatever, to make it a live stream. Oh shit! There we go. Fix that too. And I checked my thing, and it was registered in there, so I had to go back streaming and hit refresh, and it came up. That's never happened before. They keep wanting to put this thing about Google slideshows not working on it. This giant thing. I keep hitting the X button on it. It keeps coming back up. Anyways, I said, hey, my legend, how you all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie that just dropped on Netflix. I know Tanya was telling me about it. I knew about the movie, but um, yeah, I finally got around to watching it, called Woman of the Hour, and it's about the true story of back in 1978. What's her name? Cheryl Bradshaw. I keep wanting to say Terry Bradshaw. Cheryl Bradshaw, an actress, and she goes on a dating game, right? And she comes to con one of the masters is a serial killer played by Rodney Alcala, right? It basically it's directed. I know it stars Anna Kendrick, which I've seen before, and she's a great actress, very and pretty too. There's nothing wrong with that. What surprised me was she directed the movie too. I watched it. It's a very captivating movie. It talks about it's pretty much a straightforward story. And then after that, I watched the actual segment with Cheryl Bradshaw and the serial killer guy, and how the whole show. It's like 10 minutes. It's like I guess they do like two episodes, two two segments per show. You know what I mean? And they have the show like 9.5 minute segment on YouTube. What actually happened? Anyways, it talks about the guy that Ronnie Cal. I mean, how he was a serial killer, and talked about how some of his victims. I guess he was a photographer, and he would lure these girls. I mean, like I guess they're charismatic and stuff for the most part. And this was those girls, and then he would kill them, but they don't show it in. It's weird though because if you watch like a slasher film, it's done in a certain way, but usually with serial killer movies, it's like done in a very disturbing way. Like the guy was gonna prey on these girls, or like a slasher film is different. And they go for like the scares and the serial. They go for like a really disturbing factor, like this girl's really in danger. This guy means cars a harm or worse. And hey, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I got somebody. Yay. Um, it shows him doing it, but I mean, it's not shown in a. It's shown in a graphic and disturbing way, but not super disturbing. Not like Terrifier. Terrifier was like over the top gore. There's like a little bit of bloodshed. There was violence in the movie, and it's messed up, but it's not like overly done or overly glamorized. And it talks about what happened to him and how he was and what happens to him, but it mainly focuses on Anna Kendrick character. It focuses pretty much the day game aspect of it. And you see like some victims of the serial killer. Oh, I'm good. I'm doing good, buddy. Oh, I thought this was too big. Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. Nice to see you again, buddy. I know you've been doing some live streams again. I remember Howard Cat always liked when Howard Cat was still alive. He always liked it when you said hi and stuff like that. He always looked forward to that. You just said hi, but that's fine. No, I'm doing okay, buddy. Anyways, story focuses around the dating game aspect for the most part, but in non-linear forms, it shows like some of his victims and then what eventually happens to him. Um, and what happens through the Anna Kendrick character is, she's like a struggling actress, and there's this one guy that's like her acting coach. I guess that's a guy who played YouTube Batman a long time ago. So he got some of these YouTubers are getting movie roles like that guy. Oh, believe me, I miss Howie Cat too. Rest in peace, Howie. Howie Cat was a good guy. I miss him very much. Uh, him and I became really good friends. After a very bizarre introduction. You know what I mean? But no, Howie and I became really good friends. I miss him too. A lot of people, well, some people do. Um, anyways, what was I gonna say? That guy played. A lot of YouTubers now are getting like movie roles, like that kid from Little Punk People was in Terrifier 2 and 3. That little kid with the glasses. I guess he's in the third one. He did college, right? He's a little bit older. I don't know how old he's in real life. I don't care. But I mean, he was the one that was like interviewing people like Phil Anselmo from Pantera or like the big metal stars and stuff. And he's done a lot of stuff. And then he does other stuff too. And he did some music videos that are a little bit on the whiny side. But that's okay. Anyways, you know, I guess he's her acting coach. And I guess they're kind of dating or whatever. And, she sleeps with him or whatever. And then her agent calls up and says like she was trying to get what they show her auditioning for a role, and then they said like she didn't get it, and then her agent calls up and said, "Well, the guys who were casting said you didn't really take it that seriously," and she said, "Well, maybe this isn't the best place for me. Maybe I should move someplace else." And he said, "Well, I can understand it, but I tell you what, because she didn't have any work for it. I tell you what, I actually did pull some strings, and I have like this TV show. Maybe it's like a Monday, like a TV show lined up for you for a Friday." So, oh, what is it? And it's like, well, it's not your traditional TV show, but it'll get you some exposure. And that was to be on a dating game. Anyways, they talk about that, and the guy said, well, most of these guys are dorks, anyways. And then they watched an episode of the dating game, and I guess you didn't know what the show was, right? And like in between this story, they show like the serial killer and stuff, and like some of his victims and what happened. And then, like, towards the end, what happened to the guy. That's how the show ended. Well, anyways, it goes up to like the dating game, and like you see the girl like getting changed, and they said like, well, let's get her something else to wear, and he said let her look more provocative, um, because she has the body for. That's what they said. I mean, it's a little bit like it's in the 70s. It's a little more like I don't know. All the guys looked like creeps in it, though. Looked a little bit more chauvinistic, though. It's like a Me Too movement type movie, somewhat. Making the guys all look scummy. Anyways, they talked like, and then the guy came up to the host of the show, saying, you seem like a very intelligent woman. I saw you did like went to college and all this other stuff. Could you, when you interview the guys, could you kind of like dumb it down a little bit? Just you know, guys get intimidated by like a smart girl and stuff like just because men are just babies and stuff. Just dumb it down for you. And she said, okay. And they wrote her all these questions and they're like silly questions. Like, I mean, if I was, when she came out, she read these questions. If I was a principal, what would you have me do? Whatever. And they would, and the one guy was um, really starting. He had some problems and stuff like he wasn't that bright. And then the second guy, a little more chauvinistic, and the other guy was serial killer. Now, I'll tell you how the TV show, the real TV show, differentiate from the movie. Anyways, it was like a round of things, questions, and then the girls came up and said, "Hey, why don't you just have fun with the role? And then the guy's going to be man no matter what. Why don't you just write your own question? Just be yourself." So she rewrites the questions. She has these super highly intelligent questions, and like the one guy is completely lost. The second guy, leads kind of like a chauvinistic thing. And then the third guy, she asks like what women are for, and it says depends on what the woman is. And then she had a follow up question: is there anything creepy the guy or discussion the other guy said? And then said the first guy didn't say anything, and the second guy said talk about bra size, and then he said something he couldn't say on TV, about oral sex. He couldn't repeat it on television. And then the guy came out, and the host of the show was pissed. He said, "Get this girl out here as quick as possible." And then she said, "Who do you pick?" He said, bachelor number 3." And the guy, that's the serial killer, comes out, and they give him some gift to some town in California, like a trip to some town in California, right? And then after that, well, I don't want to give anything else away. If you watch the show, now, what I want to say is the differences between the two shows, because I watched after the show, I was really interested to see the actual broadcast of the dating game when this happened way back in 1978. She came up, she looked very happy, and then she asked a bunch of just silly questions like they usually do on the show, and she just asked, and then there was just a scene of just those questions. She did not rewrite them or made them herself out to be smarter than the guy. She just played along with it, act real flirty when she said the question. She just really got into the way she asked the questions. Now the difference is, I mean, the questions were completely different than what we're asked on the show. They didn't have her rewrite the questions, ask the guys more intelligent questions that threw him off, right? And basically, the differences was the serial killer was actually contested bachelor number 1, and then the guy that was kind of smarmy was number 2, and the guy that was kind of silly was number 3. And the guy with number 3, I mean, they made him look like he was really dumb. They animated him a little bit more in this one. And she was like, when he asked him to sing, and he was like, and she was like doing the thumbs down and stuff like that. She was really hamming out for the camera. In the movie, she looked way more reserved, and then she tried to outsmart the guys. None of that stuff happened. I think they're trying to make a Me Too movement type spin on the movie, making all the guys look like creeps. Well, definitely the one guy, the serial killer guy, was a creep. I mean, was a creep in real life and needed to be put away for good. And the one sad thing was he got arrested, right? And then when he was on trial, he was on bail. He got put on bail. He murdered 2 other people, which is really crazy. They gave him bail and stuff. Well, anyways, I thought the movie was really good. It definitely differs from the episode on the movie of the day. It was a little bit true, but most of it was like way different. I guess they did it for dramatic purposes in the movie. I thought the movie was quite good. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I thought Anna Kendrick did a great job directing it, and then she did a great job acting too. I knew she acted because I've seen her before, right, in movies and other things, and it was really cool. I seen her direct too. I mean, I didn't know she directed it, so that's good on her. Um, and this video is dedicated to Tanya Z, and she was telling me about the movie. Yeah, I think it's number 1 on Netflix right now. I could be wrong at the moment, because I think Don't Move became number 1 on the show. And I guess it was like and then Netflix acquired it for like $11 million when it was in development and stuff. So that's pretty good. I mean, they got their money's worth on this, because I think it's gonna get a lot of views, because just the subject matter, a true crime drama, you know, or a movie based on a true crime, because it's more like, I mean, this could be sort of like a horror film too, but I mean, it's more like true crime based on a true story, like stuff that really happened. And the stuff with him, the guy, all the acting was good in the movie, and then the guy who played the one thing was when they showed the look of the day game, the way they showed it, like the poster art looked exactly a lot like Late Night with the Devil, was another low budget hit movie. I love that movie. I liked that better than I like this one. But this was a lots of disturbing stuff in the movie, and they didn't really focus heavily on the violence of what he did. It probably might be off putting, but I mean the way they set it up with the character development stuff. I thought the movie was pretty good. I give it a 9 out of 10. Let me look up, see how Late Night with the Devil did. Let me look up Late Night with the Devil, like money wise. Woman of the Hour. I probably, if I said Woman of the Year, I meant Woman of the Hour. I get that confused. Let me look up something real quick. Oh wait, what is this? Oh wow. What we the shadows watch is called comedy. Wait a second. I got some sidetracked. Oh well, whatever. Let me look up that thing. Like look Late Night with the Devil on Wikipedia. I want to see what the budget was and how much it made. And it did play in theaters. I don't think this one play. I think this play was screened though, but that was bought by Netflix. Cause it doesn't have anything about budget or what it made or anything like that. Oh, was that it? Wait a second. Wikipedia. Okay, box office was $15.5 million. That's pretty good. I don't know. It did pretty good. I mean, I'm sure like it doesn't say what the budget was, but I'm sure it made money. All right. So I guess that's it. I want to dedicate this live review to Tanya Z. Because she was one of. I knew it. Well, first of all, I knew about the movie, right? And then, I was talking to her a couple of live streams. She was telling me about Strange Dark. I forgot about it. And then, like, the next thing it was, did you see that movie I told you about? No, I couldn't remember what it was. And she said it was Strange Darlings, right? Well, she couldn't remember at first. And I was like, well, okay, I don't know if I have it. And I looked, I do have it to watch. So I did. And then Woman of the Year, she told me about that one. I knew this one existed like for a couple of weeks, and it was about like what happened, a dating game killer movie, dating game serial killer movie. But like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought Anna Kendrick did a great job in it. But even though, make sure whenever you watch the movie, make sure you go back and watch the 10-minute dating game segment, because she's like completely, it's like night and day. I mean, some of the dialogue that was said in the movie was true, but the questions were all different, and the way Cheryl Bradshaw acted was different. And then like the way the guys in the Bachelor, three Bachelor was different too. And like I said, the serial killer was Bachelor number 3. I mean, it was for dramatic effect, but in this one, it was Bachelor number 1 in real life, and on the dating game episode back in 1978. So I guess that's it. I hope you liked the video, everybody. Live review of Woman of the Hour. Um, I know some people were complaining about like most of the movie focused on her, and like they said it was the least interesting thing. But that's what it's about. It's about the dating game portion of the thing. They said they should have focused more on Killer himself and what all happened, but it didn't go that route. Also, I wanted to mention there was a mistake in the movie. They had this girl that was a runaway and end up well, I don't want to give it away. She was a runaway and she's in a laundromat and she sees like this how they have the machines that, and they had like this oh, the thing's on the lock and key, that little coin thing. I guess she put like, I don't know what it was, like a type of a can opener or something, and then pried it open and it fell apart. And I would have known this if IMDb would have said this. Now I know John LaVoof might have noticed this because he's like the coin guy, in our community. And like the coin box fell out, a bunch of quarters fell on the floor, and then I mean this guy said, "Hey, hey, hey, stop!" And she might have got like $4 worth of quarters, maybe, and she ran away. And the guy started chasing her, and He just gave up. On like with some of the coins on the ground. I guess it was supposed to be 1978 or 79, and some of those quarters were like maybe it was 79. I think some of those quarters were like brand new quarters. I have like the picture of like the states behind them, and they was like mixed in with the older ones. That was a big mistake. I kind of tried to focus in on it. I couldn't see the dates on them though. But I guess they were the newer looking quarters. But I mean, that was a mistake in the movie. I know John and Wolf probably would spot it. I would not have noticed at all if it wasn't for IMDb saying talking about that. But I think the movie's quite good. It takes some liberties, you know. Some people said they should have focused more on some of the other interesting stories about some of the victims and what exactly happened to him, how exactly he got caught. But I mean, the main focus was on the actress played by Anna Kendrick, Cheryl Bradshaw, and the dating game itself. You know, so I guess that's it, everybody. Hope you liked the video, everybody. Till next time, please take care, my legion. And thank you, Jeremy Liverstaff, for commenting on there. And yes, I do miss Howie Kev very much. All right. Till next time, everybody, please